What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Slackercast. I'm Greg. With me today is Dustin, Mr. Sex Appeal himself.
Yo.
Jonathan C., also known as Sweet Doom.
Sweet Doom.
And Slackercast Lawrence, also known as Lolo Boy 93, I think.
Lolo Boy.
Yeah, you get it right.
I don't know what
He's on the level.
All right.
So Dustin, we got to talk about this right off the bat. Who the fuck kicked your ass?
I don't know, man. It might have been a ghost, honestly.
Oh, the ghost kicking.
No,
I
dude, that's
didn't know
demons.
I had a black eye until my girlfriend pointed out 12 hours later. So
Well, you can't really tell. Like, if nobody said anything, I wouldn't notice it until you.
luckily I have this giant forehead and these big eyelids, so it's pretty much it's right there.
Well, let me paint the picture for y'all. For me, okay, this is how it happened for me. Dustin connected first, and like when he first comes in, his hair is all over the fucking place. He's got a black eye. He looks like he had just woke up. So I'm like, you either look like you just woke up or somebody just kicked your ass. I'm like, which one is it?
Damn.
This is like day 3 or so.
Look, we can
Since it
call Johnny Depp's lawyer. Okay.
Oh, she'll get you off.
I keep messing with my girlfriend about that. Keep saying, "Did you punch me? What you punched me?"
What's going on, sir?
What's up, Ben?
Grim?
And then if she gets a little attitude, I'll be like, "Please, just don't hit me again. Just don't hit me again."
Well, first off, you need to start recording everything. That's my advice.
That's right.
All right, so we're gonna talk about a few things this episode. Definitely gonna talk some Top Gun Maverick. We'll probably jump into that first. Then, since we got a lot to reveal on the Summer Gamefest, we're gonna be talking about that also. We'll jump into that as well. And then, Dustin, before we jump into any of that, Dustin, your Netflix got hacked. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So
Nice.
So I go into my Netflix the other
Nice,
night,
Jonathan.
and it's all in Spanish, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Well, Tina's dad uses our Netflix because he's a crazy Republican, and get this. So this is crazy, right? So he doesn't want to pay for Netflix. He just wants to use my Netflix because he doesn't support something that Netflix supports because he's.
I think I know exactly what it was.
Something fucking Fox News told him, you shouldn't watch
What
Netflix.
to do? Something Fox News told him to do.
But he uses my Netflix because so he doesn't have to pay for it. Whatever.
Right.
So like you're still using whatever.
Well,
Anyway, so
The almighty Fox News.
he's a prankster, so I figured it was him. I thought he probably went in and changed to Spanish, and I'm like, whatever. So I change it back. Well, then Tina calls her dad the next day, and she's like, "Did you change the Netflix to Spanish?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Are you sure you're not messing around?" He's like, "Nah, I swear to God, I didn't touch it." And I was like, "Whatever." I just changed it back. I didn't think nothing of it. Well, yesterday I go to sign on to my fucking Netflix, and it's back in fucking Spanish again. And they watch 5 episodes of Stranger Things on my profile. So now I gotta go back. So now whenever that happens, it doesn't like just go play to the next episode. I gotta go in and select it because it's got all the episodes as being completed.
Yeah.
And you know what? I hope whoever the fuck took my shit, I hope you don't get to watch the finish Stranger Things now because you only got through 5 episodes.
However, Dustin does love Mexican food, so you could probably bribe him for his username and password if you bring him, some of those
Mexican
goodies.
food.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just like hit me up and been like, "Hey, man, can I create my own profile?" and it be in Spanish. But no, he changed my whole shit to Spanish. So every TV I go on, I gotta listen to my son screaming at me to put this on TV while I hurry up and finish changing it back to English.
I actually, I want to touch on this, what Ben was talking about here. I don't know if it's the same thing that I had, Ben, but I think Justin Bieber got Bell's palsy. Is that what happened?
Bell's palsy, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
so-
they
He's got
call it
palsy.
something else though. They called it Ramsey's disease or something.
Oh, really? I mean, for me, it was Bell's
Bell's
palsy.
palsy
but
was
it's
too,
same thing.
dealer.
Paralyzes the
Bell's
side of
palsy
your face.
It's more of like a seizure thing though, isn't it?
Like a stroke.
Yeah,
It's like a stroke. Yeah.
this is like a
He's too young
from what
to be
the way
doing
he was
this.
explaining. It's like a slow paralysis of the face. Like it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
I
What?
mean,
Oh, dang.
well, the whole thing with Bell's palsy is it can come back. So like what happened to JR when he got it, Jim Ross, is when he got Bell's palsy, it like just kept hitting him. Like, it was like back to back to back. That's the reason his face got so fucked up and he had to go off TV for a long time. Cause like he got Bell's palsy, but like it's a weird thing, man, because it can like just keep attacking you and then it just goes away and then you might not ever get it again, or it might come back later. It's
Greg, I thought Kane burned his face.
same with me, Ben. When I got Bell's palsy, I could not close my my right eye because I had to wear an eye patch to sleep, because when I would close my eyes, my eye would just roll into the back of my head and my eyelid would stay open. So it can cause eye damage. It's fucked up. My whole side, man, was messed up, and like
Greg, your eye's still like
this
that
is
to this day.
no, it was worse. It was much worse.
Even when me,
I can still wink it now. I couldn't move it at all then.
Yeah.
But so
Need to pray for
my
Greg.
friends, as fucked up as they were back then, so like we're sitting in the kitchen, right, and we're all getting some soda, gonna drink some drinks, and I go to open mine up with the can, put it up to my mouth, and it fucking pours right out the side of it. And these fucking assholes just start laughing at me, and I get pissed because I'm aggro as fuck. So I'm like, I can't fucking help it, so I had to drink everything through a straw. It was a pain in the ass, man.
I mean, I would have laughed. You can't help it.
I mean, it was.
Because you forget about it until it happens.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. And then you got some guy with his mouth all going, "It's so fucking funny."
Scott is my witness. He's cut in half.
Yo, that's
Before
how
you
this,
finish, shit, I'm gonna
Sylvester
beat your ass.
Stallone. It does. Sylvester Stallone's like that. His left side of his face is paralyzed.
But nah, I don't know if that's what Beaver has or not. They may just be calling it something different now, but I don't know. But that's my Bell's palsy story. I mean, he's rich. He can buy a new face if he needs to.
My uncle had that too, and it was weird to see him because his face like straight up slumped down, like just like all the muscles just didn't work. It was weird looking.
I'm looking it up now, actually.
It's like a Two-Face scenario.
Yeah, Two-Face.
Like almost. It's kind of crazy looking.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Because it lasts for like a month too. Like mine, when I had it, it lasted for like a month.
Yeah, my uncle's about 1 to 3 months, something like that. He wouldn't come out of the house.
So they call it Ramsay's Hunt syndrome.
Damn, you don't want a disease
put a
named
picture of
after
it up
you.
there, Greg?
it's caused by
Well, this is not
virus.
one that has this face like that, but
Or just to show the audience what it looks like. Just an example of what you're talking.
well, I mean, it's not one with his face paralyzed, Lawrence. That's what I'm trying to fucking tell you.
Not him.
It's just a regular
anyone.
picture of Dustin Bieber.
No, just anyone. It doesn't have to be Justin Bieber. Just somebody with the disease.
Everybody knows who Justin Bieber is. I don't need to show his picture.
No, any picture of someone suffering from the disease. It doesn't have to be him.
Of Bell's palsy?
Yeah.
I mean, go look up a picture of JR.
You've seen JR. You know what it looks like.
use Bing, but make sure you use Bing.
It's funny that Lawrence is telling me to
Bing.
do all this when he's got all the capabilities too.
All right.
You don't want to, you don't want to tax his laptop.
Hey Ben, I'll tell you this: Justin Bieber is big in the Philippines, man. So that you might have some mad people over there.
Yeah, I have a friend who thinks Justin Bieber is a bigger star than Michael Jackson. So,
wow,
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Really?
I actually heard that. Yeah.
A bigger star than Michael Jackson.
Nah, son.
I don't think so.
Nah, buddy. You can't drop like 7 albums.
Yeah, definitely not in the UK. Like he's loved
You
in
know.
Great Britain.
Man, he's loved
They
everywhere.
tried to bring him back to life.
But yeah, like
No, not like in the UK.
the weird thing about it though is like if it's anything like Bell's palsy, even if you have surgery, you can't really get it fixed. Like you can go to a plastic surgeon, they still can't fix it.
It's nerve damage. That's why.
So.
Mm.
Michael Jackson, all he had to do on stage was turn his head and people was falling out.
All I know is Troy McNamara on Nip Tuck could fix that shit. They could fix anything.
That was a good show.
That was a good show. It wasn't better than the house, but it was good.
Oh, and I liked Nip Tuck better than House myself, but
I didn't watch either one.
What were you
Well,
doing? You had to watch.
well,
those
Nip
shows.
Tuck has lots of
Oh.
sex in it, so watch Nip Tuck
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Required by law.
and a really hot chick.
Okay, all right.
Greg, you finally have another person that watches New Japan Wrestling.
Ooh.
Who?
So here's what we'll do, since we're going to touch on this a lot on the wrestling show Thursday. I want you to just give me your overall thoughts, like sum it up. Like, do you like it? Don't you like it? Are you an instant fan? Like, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it?
I think the thing that I don't like about it is that I just don't know who the people are, really. Minus like Jay
big
White
star
and
names
Will
and
Ospreay and people
Tanahashi,
that
yeah.
I've started to learn about recently. And there was some AEW, I know at least one person from AEW showed up during the Dominion pay-per-view.
Well, Austin Aries from Bullet Club is Impact.
Yeah.
So
And but the wrestling product itself, like the wrestling itself, is really great. I thought it was fucking pretty cool.
it's very polished. Like
Yeah,
you can
very
tell that
There is some botches though, and like I know when those fucking tag team guys came in and into AEW, man, they botched like fucking 4 moves in that whole like invasion angle. It was pretty bad. I saw a few botches in the NJPW, but that's like I was telling you earlier, like Will Ospreay, man, that dude just everything he does is so fucking clean.
Well, here's the thing. You're rarely ever gonna see Ospreay botch. You will never see Tanahashi botch ever. Tanahashi is like the perfect wrestler as far as like timing and stuff like that. And same with Okada. You're rarely ever gonna see Okada botch because they're just so polished, man.
Okada, he killed my father.
Oh, that was Greg that went out.
That's Jonathan's contribution to the wrestling.
You're welcome.
So tell me now. So explain to me how. So what do I watch next? Like, is there like a weekly show, or is it just like?
Well, they have
How does it
New
work?
Japan Strong. New Japan Strong is kind of like Dynamite, not Dynamite, but kind of like Rampage. Like it's going to be where the product that they use to build stars with, but you do get good matches on there sometimes. Things I can explain to you. I'll talk a lot about it on when we do the keeping it kayfabe episode, but because I have a lot to say about New Japan, as you can imagine. But I would New Japan Strong is their weekly show that they do.
I just need to learn about the characters and be invested in them.
See, it was the same for me because my introduction was one of the G1s, and half the guys I didn't know. So basically, I was just watching for the wrestling, and then over time, I just developed a liking for certain people, as you always do with pro wrestling. So
I did like the one of my favorite things though was the scramble match, the 10-minute scramble where they count the pin counts.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking cool, man. I would like to see that more.
You know what's funny is like I didn't really care for that match.
Yeah, the match itself, but like the concept though, I think the concept is cool, and it could be like that could definitely be one of those things where you're like,
Wait, they have to count the pinfalls? What do you mean?
No, they count the actual count. So like if they pin them and it's like 1, 2, it goes on a scoreboard too.
So yeah, so like you're not having someone get pinned for 3 every single time. You're just like counting exactly how many times the ref's hand hits the thing. But,
I like that. That's pretty cool.
And the 2 guys involved,
and it's a 10-minute time limit. So
the 2 guys involved in that are actually 2 of my favorites. There, Shingo is amazing. Shingo Takagi is one of the best there. He was actually their champion before.
Is that the guy that comes out singing?
No, that's Tai Chi. I love Tai Chi. Tai Chi has my dream girl with him.
Tai Chi is the
my dream girl. If I was not already married to my dream girl.
Yeah, is he singing a diss song to the opponent like the Acclaimed? Is he the Acclaimed version of NJPW?
Well, this is the thing. See, this is what I don't think you caught on to with that. He's not singing.
Oh, he's not?
No, his whole gimmick is he's a singer, Like he comes out, he's like a maestro type thing, but like that song is actually by a group. I forget what their name is at the moment, but they have fucking awesome music. But they'll actually hint towards it sometimes on the thing. They'll be like, they'll always hint towards his voice. They'll be like, "Oh, Tai Chi's voice is so beautiful tonight." And usually, if he has a partner, he's like, "What are you talking about? The microphone's not even connected." He's like, "What do you mean? You can hear his voice clearly throughout the stadium." It's like an ongoing joke thing.
Well, what I have. So when you told me that the English commentator is the best commentator in the business, was that sarcasm?
No, I love Kevin Kelly. I think he is the best, and I have a reason why.
Huh.
So
I don't know.
Dustin said, yeah.
I thought it was.
sarcasm.
I kind of want
He
to
doesn't like
watch
it.
the Japan commentary just because they're so much more excited about shit.
Well, here's why. You haven't seen the Kevin Kelly. Wait till the G1. I'll say that. You'll get the best Kevin Kelly on the G1. But I like Kevin Kelly because he does his homework. He knows so much of the product.
Yeah, I will say he's very knowledgeable.
That's what I
It
like.
wasn't his actual commentary. It was his delivery is kind of like bland, I guess, to me.
I don't know. I like Kevin Kelly. I think he's the best, honestly.
I like guys that fucking scream into the mic. Oh my god! My god!
I don't like that shit.
You son of a bitch! JR's my favorite commentator of all.
But actually, Kevin Kelly
Fuck
will
yeah.
do that sometimes.
Vintage JR. Yeah.
Like the guy that came out with Tamatanga Jado, back when they were still in Bullet Club, he used to come out all the time with a kendo stick, and he would always like slam the table with it on Kevin Kelly because he was a heel. Like he'd come out and he'd act like he was going to hit him or something like that. And every time you'd get Kevin Kelly with something, he's like, "Jado with that damn stick."
That damn stick.
Hey, Greg, remember this past G1?
And then they'd always be like, 30 years in the business. It's like, why are you?
But yeah, I liked it. I'll be watching more often.
Good. I'm glad because I need somebody to talk to about it because I don't feel like enough people watch it. But I was telling you why I think that is because the only way you can watch it is online. And
Yeah, it would be much better if it was like on an app.
Well,
that I could just throw it on my TV and watch it like that.
Yeah, New Japan Strong is. It comes on Access TV, I believe, unless they took it off. But yeah, you can watch Strong on Access TV. But
and
like
actually, Roku TV has the whole 2020 season of NJPW on there, or the whole G1. I think the 2020 G1 is on.
I mean, honestly, the G1 is worth going back and watching. Like older ones, I do it all the time for the ones I didn't get to see. But
yeah, Greg, you had me watch that past one that happened. The dude broke his hand.
Which
He's fighting Okada, that last match. It's like the main event of the G1. And it was Okada versus it wasn't Tanahashi, but
Okada.
It was.
You talking about this most recent G1?
He was also, yeah, the most recent one where the dude did the flip off the turnbuckle and he like broke his hand or something. Shit. I don't know if that was a work or not, but they
was
had
it Kota
help him out of the
I
ring.
think it was Okada versus Kota Ibushi again, which you haven't got to see Kota. You haven't got to see Kota Ibushi yet, Dustin, because actually him and New Japan are having some problems right now. But I want to save some of this for the wrestling show Thursday, so we'll dive into it more then. But let's
talk about the Summer Gamefest.
No, we're gonna talk about Top Gun Maverick first because I want to show trailers from the Summer Gamefest.
Okay, let's see what you got to say.
So, first I want to hear what you have to say, and then I will touch on it.
You first.
No. Go first, Lawrence. Because
counterpoint.
All right, let's get started with this. I've always liked Top Gun. Top Gun's one of those things that you either like it or you don't. You either can
everything's like that.
Disbelief. You have to you have to suspend disbelief with Top. No, some people are okay with certain things. Like I kind of like Lord of the Rings. I kind of like the Top Gun. You either love it or you hate it.
Kind of like Lord of the Rings. Anyway, never mind. I digress.
But I'll say this: I've always liked it. Tom Cruise is good in everything he's in. I know this one guy that loves just Tom Cruise and just loves him. But name one bad Tom Cruise movie. Name it, Greg.
It's hard.
There's
I'll
not
say
one.
that.
There's not one.
All the
Tom
Mission
Cruise-
Impossibles minus the first couple.
No,
They
'cause
weren't bad.
No, they're not bad. You'd still
Damn.
watch them.
Even
Even if a movie's bad with him in it, he's good. But
I honestly
top-
don't think Tom Cruise is that awesome. I think he's overrated.
I don't either.
that dude is like 60 years old, still looking like he's 35.
I'll say that
He go date him.
he's not aging fast, or at least plastic surgery. His plastic surgeon deserves a fucking award.
Yes,
It's that Scientology, man.
the Scientology.
Might be
Yeah,
right.
they're freezing themselves.
They found the fountain of youth.
Yeah, they pour semen on themselves.
But the trick is your own.
Well,
You
that's
gotta
why
use your
Lawrence
own.
looks so
Exactly.
good. 'Cause he's always pouring semen all over himself.
So give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I
Like
got it
what,
on me now. That's why I'm still shining.
what did you like about it? What didn't you like without spoiling? You liked everything?
All right, so I loved it. I loved everything, but there was one part I watched it with my younger brother, and there was a cringe moment. And Greg, you know this cringe moment. It's when they were in the fucking. I'm not to spoil anything, but there's always like a pool hall scene or a bar scene,
Mhm.
and the military dudes acted way too stereotypical. Like that's the only problem. It's like the smiling, the cockiness, the chest out. Dustin, you were in the Navy. Or the
That's how
military.
they act.
They don't all act like
Navy doesn't count.
not overdone like this.
I kid.
Well, this is their Navy. So,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, first off,
I was
I'm
gonna say those
one
aren't
guy.
they are Navy
No,
guys in there.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, they do act like that. I see them all the time at my job, and they 100% act like that. So they nailed that.
The thing is, okay, the thing about military is just like it's pretty much like school where like you have different cliques of people. So you got like your fucking jock cool dudes who fucking think they're the shit. Then you got like the slacker type people that are just like, whatever, I'm trying to get through my fucking 4 years so I can get my college money and get the fuck on. And then you got and then you got the nerds and shit that are like fucking tuck their t-shirts into their jeans and play Dungeons and Dragons on the ship and shit. Like, so there is a group of those type of people. So stereotypes exist for a reason. So
what we'll do, Lawrence, is I'll give you my thoughts real quick, and then you can just play off of that.
Okay.
So, Top Gun, Maverick.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You hear the sigh already.
Yeah. Go ahead. I gotta hear.
Greg's got notes. Greg.
Yeah, actually, let me pull them up. Actually, I have no notes because I've been working y'all the entire time. I fucking loved this movie from beginning to end the entire time. It was fucking perfect. If you're a Top Gun fan, if you're a Top Gun fan and you just want more Top Gun, this movie delivers 100%.
That's exactly what I want.
Yes, great. This is the one sequel that's as good as the original. That's rare.
Dude, it was like at first, like here's how it happened to me. I was watching it, and I'm thinking, like I get that feeling I always get whenever I'm watching anything that's a sequel to something that I loved. I'm like, oh, here we go. That's it. I immediately get the here we go. But then I'm like, okay. The bar scene you were talking about, dude, it was so good, man. With the flashbacks and it was amazing. And like I don't want to say a whole lot because I don't want to spoil, but like I forgot how even though you're not seeing a whole lot, I forgot how fucking fun those flying scenes are. Whenever they're in the jets and such, they are so fun. And it's mostly just guys talking back and forth, and then them showing a scene of the jet flying, which is probably an actual professional, of course, like doing some stuff. But it's just so fun, man, and it's so fast. Like it happens so fast.
Right,
so
dude,
you're there, and you're like, oh man, this is fun. I'm liking this. But
yes. It was so good not to see a superhero film.
Oh, dude, I loved it.
And to watch this, it's just it just brought you back to like old school Hollywood.
It did. I felt like I was watching an 80s movie again.
Right. It felt like you were in the 80s watching.
Like this is what I loved about it. It gave me that same feeling that Cobra Kai gives me. It's like I got all the good. I got all this nostalgia, but it was good nostalgia. It wasn't bad nostalgia. So,
Did you tear up when you saw Val? Oh, never mind.
well, I mean,
that's in the trailer. So
yeah, that's in
Okay.
the trailer. So
Yeah, when you
just
saw
like
him,
Miles Teller's shitty mustache, trying to look exactly
I'll say
like
this.
his father.
I laughed at that so hard.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yes, I did.
The trailer
Yes, I
turned me off
did.
of the movie. I'll watch it, but right now I'm out on it.
No,
So.
I said the
Yes,
same
yes,
thing.
I did
said
tear
the
up.
same thing.
Lawrence, to answer your question, Lawrence, yes,
sorry.
I did get a little teared up there,
I
and
mean,
the way they did that scene with the communication was fucking brilliant. I loved it.
You know, they had to digitally do his voice. Like he can't actually talk at all.
Yeah, I know.
That was it's so sad what happened to Val.
Yeah, but actually, I want to see that Val Kilmer documentary that they.
I
where they,
watched
like,
it.
basically.
I did.
Yeah.
His son looks just like him, dude. It's crazy. His son.
But yeah, Jonathan, I highly recommend it, man, and definitely see it. It's fun.
Well,
Greg, the best
I was
thing you can
worried-
say about something is it feels like an 80s movie. I'm on fucking board.
Yeah. Yo, but I was worried about one thing. I thought the female pilot was going to come in and be better than the dudes, but she wasn't.
I actually love the way they did her because
I did
they
too.
didn't. They brought her in. They made her interesting, but they didn't, do this. Hey, I'm just trying to steal the fucking show here. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
Yeah.
No, she was just part of the group, and she was
part of the group, and she was cool. She was interesting.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Like, they didn't dumb the dudes down to make the chick strong. Like, she's just as good as them and has good banter, and she's just on their level. And I was happy, But
yeah, man, I loved it. I had to work y'all on it though because I didn't want to give it away. So I wanted to make y'all think that I fucking hated it. And I think it worked.
It worked. It did really good.
No, I was really hoping that you hated it because I hate the trailer. So.
Sorry, Dustin. I loved it, man.
I'm gonna watch it because when I was out of town on business last week, and everyone that I was around was like, "You gotta go see Top Gun. It's fucking awesome, man." Fucking.
I heard the same thing. Dude, yep. I was skeptical too.
This is how I knew it was going to be good because when I'm out when I'm out doing my deliveries and my wife texts me something about like a movie or something like that, I know it's going to be good at that point. So she goes out of her way to text me. She's like, "That was a good movie."
Well, I want to watch it again. I got to watch both of them. But,
she said she's going to watch the original again. So
yeah, my brother's got to see the original. He liked it. He's
watched
like
the original the other day,
and I heard it is doing the same thing that it did in the 80s as far as Navy recruitment goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they learned their lesson from that. Those guys didn't become pilots. There's like 1% of the Navy's pilots.
I mean, you have to go to college first before you can even do that.
Yeah. Even if you do.
And then you have to get through pilot school and all the other shit that comes with it. So.
And your chances of being a fighter pilot are still slim.
My career would have.
But I mean, I worked on aircraft carrier on the flight deck, and it was fucking bitching. So. I mean, that's almost as cool as fucking flying jets. So
right, as long as you're by them, I guess it's cool.
I don't know. Flying them's got to be a whole.
I know, flying them's probably way better, but being up close with them and that's pretty fucking.
I mean, we can all agree that just the jets in general are just cool.
We're so
like
cool.
if you don't like the jets, there's something wrong with you.
They're even cooler when they're actually turning and burning in front of you.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, what is that?
What is it?
What's this, like a helicopter or something? I thought it was Jonathan making that noise. I just saw Jonathan doing something with his mouth. I thought he was making a helicopter.
I was doing that because the noise was happening.
Ben says parts of Top Gun was shot on his dad's Navy ship. That's cool.
Hey.
Dang, man. Ben's been to France. His dad's on a Top Gun.
I think I don't know which one they filmed that on, but I was on the Nimitz. I know they filmed that Jamie Foxx Navy movie on that ship.
Oh, Stealth.
Yeah.
I wasn't no fucking Top Gun.
The failed Top Gun.
That was with the AI planes, right?
Yeah.
If Disney
AI. See, that's what's wrong with it. They're like, hey, you know what'd be cool? Let's do a movie like Top Gun, but let's make it an AI plane. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
We want to see people flying jets doing cool shit.
If
they thought if they put Jamie Foxx in it though that it would do good. So
and they gotta have cool nicknames too. The cool
Yeah,
nicknames on the
nicknames.
helmets
The
is
nicknames.
They all really have those cool nicknames too. So
Well, Greg,
Call
if
sign
Disney-
him.
it's usually on the side of their plane. It's written on the side of their plane.
Hey, Greg, you know, if Tom Cruise didn't direct this or had anything to do with it and Disney had it, the chick would know some secret maneuver to like Tom Cruise didn't know and like save everything.
Oh, you already know.
It's gonna hit the brakes, gonna fly right by us.
Well, all right. So,
Well, they did a move like that.
oh, Lawrence, is that you, Dustin?
It's not me. I don't know where that's coming from.
I think it's Dustin.
Hence,
Oh man,
that's my dad. That's my girlfriend's dad. I can't get into the Netflix. I should send him a nasty text message back like, well, Fox News told you not to watch Netflix, so.
That's right.
Ben, my name would be Playboy. What would who's next?
Playboy. No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
What
sir.
kind of name
That
is
was
that?
yours.
No, sir. On Playboy. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh.
it would not be Playboy.
Playgirl, maybe.
No, play. All right.
My call sign would my like helmet name would obviously be what I'm fucking a huge mark for. It'd be Mega Man. It'd have to be Mega
That'd
Man.
a good one. Yeah.
You'd have to explain that to everybody.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't think
Mega
that's
Man?
how it works, though. I think it's one of those things that you have to like earn, you know.
Dustin,
Or that
I think
they
that's you, man. I think that's you. That's the clicking.
I'm not. There's nothing.
There's
Are you
nothing
sure?
to click. There's nothing to click.
No, like your microphone. I think it's like fucking up because when you talk is when it doesn't.
Is it doing it now?
No, it is not. But you sound great.
My call sign would probably be Slim Dust or Dynamite.
Some dust or dynamite. What about the Flying Frenchman?
I like Dynamite.
Yeah, the Flying Frenchman would be great. Actually,
Hey,
would
you see this? I'll give you one of these, Lawrence. Keep fucking around.
Well, I'm already black, so I don't think it show up. But
It'll
look
show.
what
I'll
they
make
did.
sure it shows up.
It's just I.
Why am I chosen for this? Like, what did I do wrong?
Gay boy.
Like,
I'm pretty sure you get given your nickname. So.
yeah,
Okay,
they
you
give
just
you
get
the.
to pick. It's probably one of those like rites of passage things.
My
Greg
name
would
is
be.
Slim. Call sign Slim Pickens.
What does your daughter call you, Greg? She calls you chocolate doo-doo head clown.
She calls him motherfucker. That's what she calls him.
Yeah.
sometimes. She did call me that one day, and I got very, very upset. Actually, before we jump into the Gamer Fest thing, I will say that I got my daughter a kitten recently, and the cat's confused and it thinks I'm its owner, but I'm not. I want to just clarify that because it wants to bother me all night long. I'm surprised
Cat
it's not
knows who
outside
pays the bill. You know.
I'm honestly shocked it's not outside my door meowing right now because it's from the second I
So-
come home.
It imprinted on you.
But here's the thing: is like, I mean, both my daughter too. Like usually when she's around, it leaves me alone more. But so the cat's still curious. It's in this kitten stage, and you know you got to do that little thing where you like knock it out of the way, or you know, kind of give it a little tap to let it know not to be in certain areas or mess with certain things, right? No, that's not a tap, Jonathan.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
saying.
Sorry.
But so I do that, right? Like I'll like you know how you take your foot and you like kind of lift it up and just move it out of the way, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, my daughter gets so defensive of this shit. She gets mad. She's like, she'll get this mean face. She's like, "Don't you hurt my cat, Daddy."
Your kid's gonna kill you one day.
I'm telling you, that's actually what she told me. That's what I'm getting to. She's like, "If you hurt my cat, I'm gonna kill you." I'm like,
Whoa.
okay.
What the?
I mean,
That's not real.
How
she
old's
said
your daughter?
she said when we went to lunch that one day, she told you she was gonna choke you out.
That's right.
Jesus, man, your
Kid's a
dog's bad,
fucking
bro, man.
savage, bro.
She is, man. I feel sorry for whatever dude tries to
I feel
come at
sorry
her
for the
later in
police,
life.
dude, 'cause guess what? That's where she's headed.
To what?
Whoa.
Juvie?
One upgrade that. So you gotta
What are
get
you
a
gonna
handle
do?
on
What are you gonna do that first parent teacher conference in kindergarten when the teacher's like, Yeah, your daughter won't stop saying motherfucker and telling people to shut the fuck up, and
No, she's not. She's not really cussing much anymore. Honestly,
Put
that's
soap
good.
in her mouth like they did on.
she's getting out of that, which is good.
Where'd she learn these words?
You know where she learned that.
I'm going to tell you exactly where she learned them. See, there's this little thing called road rage.
Is it just the road rage though?
It was mostly the road rage. I'm good at
it.
controlling it. Other than that, like around the house and such. But when it comes to road rage, I have no control.
My son likes to say that. My son likes to say "God damn it" all the time.
No,
And
dude,
I know it's
Drake
road
goes
rage
over a
stuff.
guy.
I know it's road rage stuff because she would repeat the same things that I would say during road rage.
Yeah.
So don't leave the children.
Fucking go!
Exactly. That's a big one.
It was fucking red. Nah. Drake
Or
pulled
actually,
over
no,
somebody. Drake
more
was
than
so
that, like,
mad he pulled a man over.
It's like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
You know, it is kind of like one of those little pride moments though when your kid uses a cuss word in the right context. Like
Well, you know.
like the other day, Brady dropped a cup and it spilled a little bit, and he goes, God damn it.
Correct.
I'll tell you
usage.
this.
However, don't say that again.
It's not a pride. It's
That's
not a
the worst
pride
thing.
moment when your kid uses the correct context to call you a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah. Well, Greg, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? What did she say?
If she said that, I would have a proud dad moment.
What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, she did say she was going to kill you if you fuck with her cat, so.
That's true.
Hey, better watch out, man.
All right, so Summer Gamefest
Yes,
happened over the past week or 2 weeks?
The past weekend, more or less.
More weekend.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of announcements. One that kind of made me mark out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, because I was a fan of these games growing up. Was Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah.
It
They
looks
already announced that, but
it looks fun as hell. It's already out.
well, it's going to be out June 16th, I think. No,
Oh man, I can't.
maybe
wait.
17th, something like that. 6-player co-op.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Don't mind if I do. They at what's it called? It's Jeff Keighley. That's his name. They announced it on his show, the Summer Gamefest show, that it was 6-player co-op and Casey Jones was going to be in it.
Ooh, yeah. Casey
The
Jones
original
is a playable
Casey
character.
Jones or the Stephen Amell version? The real one is he's not Stephen Amell. I'll put it that way.
It's the cartoon version, Lawrence, because that's what
that's
the game
the
is
real
based off of.
I can't with you.
Good.
So you got the 4 turtles, of course. You got almost said Shredder, Splinter, Casey Jones, and
April O'Neil. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, which I'm trying to figure out what her attacks are because she has a microphone. I just assume she's beat people with the microphone. You know, freedom of the press. You know?
Interesting fun fact about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is Dustin's ex-wife actually looks just like Bebop.
Come on, man. Really? That's a low blow.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what I liked, Jonathan, and then you can just kind of like piggyback off that and link us some trailers and such.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for the new Saints Row game.
Yeah.
Going back
like
to the originals?
here's the thing, like man, like I know people had a lot of fun with the Saints Row games and they got like a big fan following, but they just never appealed to me, man. I tried them and they just
same.
I never took to them. I just did not care for them.
No, you got to play 1 and 2. Don't play the other ones.
I tried all of them.
Well, here's the thing: is I thought 3 and 4 were better because, they did. I mean, it was at the same time you had GTA, right? GTA was the gritty realism because you had 4, you know, was the gritty realism, and then you had Saints Row, which was wacky, and I mean you run around beat people with a giant dildo. I mean, what's not to like about that?
Greg doesn't like Goofy. Okay,
it was that's the thing. If you don't like Goofy, then okay, you're not going to like it. But the cool thing about it was not to spoil anything from 15 years ago.
No,
but,
spoil.
Fucking dude from Bandit. Oh my God, what's his name? What's his name from Smoking the Bandit?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt
Burt
Reynolds.
Reynolds. Thank you. He was the mayor of the goddamn city. And
That's kind of cool.
when you walk in there and because you got to go to the mayor for something, and it's fucking Burt Reynolds and it's voiced by Burt Reynolds. I was like, I'm sold on this game. I'm done. This is game of the year.
Like here's my thing. Like I don't hate like goofy in games, but I like a blend of it. And the Saints Row games are not a blend of it. They're just all fucking goofy.
No, all goofy. And the later ones, and the first and second one, it was all the gang stuff. So you had your boys, you were a street gang, you ran around, you fought other street gangs, and I like that kind of warriors aspect.
So this new one is called like what, the Boss's Closet or something along those lines.
That's already gonna be goofy.
That's the you can customize your guy before the new one comes out. I think it's like next year or something. But I think you're just judging by the trailer. I don't know. I think they're going to continue on with the outlandish stuff.
Yeah,
because like I said, GTA's got the gritty covered. So you got to find your niche. Well,
I'll tell you this: we might not see the new GTA for probably another 5 years. So maybe I'll give Saints Row a shot this time.
You just need to learn how to play online, and then it becomes fun.
Yeah.
Another game that I actually got really excited about when they announced it. I'm like, oh, holy shit! I had a holy shit moment on this one. So apparently, there's going to be a Flashback 2, and I was a big fan of the Flashback games. So
I never played it.
Yeah,
I never even heard.
They were good. Like they were kind of they were weird. They were a little weird, man. They were difficult, but weird. But I enjoyed them because they were. I'm trying to think of the genre game. I guess you'd call them. I guess they were platformers, but not really.
God, I hate platformers.
It was different,
Really?
man.
I don't know what it is about platformers. I don't know, particularly ones that have like where you have to make pixel perfect jumps.
Well,
Man, I just despise them.
See, Flashback wasn't so much that. It was more like, it's a side-scrolling thing. You're going to go from screen to screen.
Yeah.
But you have to get certain things to go to this area. It was one of those type of games where you're constantly doing it back and forth, having to run from screen to screen, dodging enemies, things of that nature. But I remember, I forget what the first game was called. It began with an O. Then there was Flashback, which is the one I liked better.
O'Reilly.
But the thing with Flashback is I remember like my introduction to it was I went to a friend's house and his dad was actually playing it. And at first I'm looking at it and I'm like, this game looks lame as fuck. but then I actually tried it and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of fun. But it was very futuristic for its time too, like with what they were doing with it.
Right.
Well, Jonathan, did they talk about Star Citizen at all?
Star Citizen, no.
Okay.
They did. I think there was a trailer for High Water. The only thing I put on that for my notes was it looks interesting.
High Water.
Yeah, that was one of the either announcements or games that I saw. Layers of Fear. I already knew about it. It's already piqued my interest. But they're not revealing a whole lot on that, which I kind of like. Whoop. And then Gotham Knights, of course, is going to be the night the Nightwing game.
We're already up that. Where is that?
It looked rough last time they showed it, but it looked much better in this gameplay they showed.
So Lawrence, you being the only Bat fan of the group here, what did you think about it?
Why is there this push to exclude Batman from his own game? I understand you want to focus on the other people
because he's fucking dead. That's why.
And that's the thing. It's like what I don't understand why they keep demeaning Batman to promote the other characters. Why?
Because they already had 4 Batman games. That's why.
Yeah,
and everyone liked him. That's like saying there's too much grape juice if you're a grape juice fan. Like,
but they started to get boring as shit.
But they started to get. That last one was kind of meh. I didn't even finish the last one because I was.
Yeah, this one's a co-op deal, so
Well, the thing is, the thing is like with Batman, it's like having a Spider-Man game where you're playing as like I don't know who his partners would be, but it's Batman. You want to play as
that was
Batman.
a bad analogy. That was
I know, right? So it's like you're playing as Spider-Man, but you have to play his partners, but he doesn't really have partners, so I guess not Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man had his amazing friends. Remember that cartoon back in the day? He had like Iceman helping him and all those other Daredevil or something. But you wanted Spider-Man.
I wouldn't mind playing them.
I mean, when you
Ultimate Alliance was all about.
When you play an X-Men game, you don't only want to play as Wolverine.
Yeah.
Some people do, though. Some people say
go play the Wolverine game.
They are making one, aren't they? There's a Wolverine.
Yeah, there is a Wolverine game in the works.
Mm.
Go play that.
Yes.
That doesn't mean shit because I've noticed
people are
like
just dying to play a Cyclops, right?
These game trailers, like they are worse than movie trailers. Like you'll watch a game trailer and think, God, this game looks fucking amazing, and then you play it and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, you know what? No, let me talk a little something about game trailers. At least the game trailers that they show you at events like Summer Gamefest are the trailer of the game you're actually going to play, not like the fucking Facebook trailers for these phone games they show you. Hey, it looks cool. Then you go to download it, and it's not even the same fucking game.
You're like, this isn't the game. Yeah, I
sometimes fucking Mafia Wars. I'm calling you out.
Do you know that's a law against that?
I've realized that
most
games are pretty much like they all have a same type of game. Like there's like the puzzle games, then there's like the base games where you got to set up a base and fucking whatever the fuck, and that's like, and then you have like your sports games and stuff. But other than that, they're all the fucking same. It's just different skins basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And all these people are promoting these little phone games too. Like, I play this as a wizard. So, like, you don't play this game. You're just sponsoring.
So, Lawrence, you're not excited about Gotham Knights, is what you're telling me.
I have to play it before I pass judgment. Based off what I've seen, not really.
I mean, besides the Arkham games and like the original Nintendo Batman and like maybe like the Sega Batman game, most of the Batman games have been pretty shitty. So
they have been. You're right. I agree with Dustin. And the thing is, why not just make an open world Batman game? Why does it have to be the Arkham is where you're confined?
Arkham City was an open world Batman game.
No, Jonathan, that wasn't because like the citizens weren't there. It had been evacuated.
Because it was nighttime.
It was kind of.
I want a Batman game where he's just patrolling the city like on a normal day, like Gotham City, but Grand Theft Auto game.
How many Batman movies have you seen where he jumps into a fucking crowd of people?
A lot.
He's just driving around the Batmobile like with citizens,
like a cop, just doing patrols.
He does that all the time. He does patrols.
Hello, citizens.
Around the city like normal, like on a normal routine.
He shows up when nobody's fucking expecting him.
So you think
nobody's around?
So you want the Batman retirement game, the game where he's no longer doing all the crazy shit. He's just driving around the Batmobile patrolling.
He wants a Batman game that's like the Spider-Man game,
right? Yeah, like Spider-Man City's not evacuated because like they're always evacuating the city that was empty. Then you just walk around; it's just populated by goons. And it's
the Spider-Man game is open world where like
I will agree with Lawrence that in all the Batman games that's released, the city does feel kind of dead.
And not in
Arkham City, literally, there was no citizens. So
yeah, there were no citizens.
Who am I saving? Like, you want the feeling of Batman saving something?
Well, did you play the game?
I did. He saved like a cop, or he saved somebody. But I want to save like just some random old lady trying to cross the street. And Batman just being Batman. I want to have the choices of like prioritizing.
Hold on, Joker. I know you're about to poison the water supply, but hold on. Let me help this grandma across the street.
You can choose. You can say decline or accept
mission. Guys, can y'all kind of keep Joker at bay for like 5 more minutes? I really need to save this cat from a tree.
Yeah.
Not everything Batman.
That's some Superman shit.
I want some open world Batman or open world Superman would be
That's
fun.
what I want. Give me an open world Superman game.
There is a
video.
There was one and it was fucking sucked.
Well, give me a good one.
It was I want to say it was on like PlayStation 2.
Yeah. That was
it was terrible.
Superman Returns, the game.
Superman Returns, that's what it was. And it was open world and you could fly around like fucking gay Superman, all you wanted.
There's a video of Unreal Engine 5 being used as a Superman game, and it was
canceled. It looked good. I know what you're talking about, but it got canceled because something.
Yeah.
Rocksteady.
I mean, literally, they could just do the Superman thing and base it off the Spider-Man game model, and it would be.
Well, yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
I'm going to say this
model and put it towards a Batman or a Superman game.
I'm going to say
a Green Lantern game.
Maybe they could keep the game funded if they put out a good fucking Superman movie to keep people interested in the character. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Superman is boring. That's why they can't make a good Superman movie.
Dustin, go back and watch the 78 Superman.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, go back.
He's lame. He's a lame superhero. That's why.
No, dude.
That's why they keep his ass on TV.
And he runs for years and years and years and years.
I can't believe this.
So you think Superman? You're on the Superman is lame?
No. It's not that he as a Superman is lame. It's they usually write him as lame because he has to be good. He's this all powerful fucking being.
Guys,
he can't do what he wants to do. Like he can't just murder people because he's good.
Superheroes aren't supposed to. Batman doesn't murder people. Why?
Right. Well, what's he gonna do when trouble happens?
That's the conflict with Superman. That's what gives it its pathos and gives it its meaning.
That's why these shows like The Boys is so successful.
Superman sucks. Okay, he's a shitty superhero. Nobody likes him.
I'm gonna explain this the best way I can. Lawrence, you'll appreciate what I'm about to say.
Thank you.
Superman is not about beating the bad guy. Exactly. He's about saving
your life.
That's his number one priority: is save the people.
Here's the thing:
not punish the bad guy.
Here's the thing: this is what sums up Superman. The image of him putting his body down on train tracks that have been destroyed and letting the train run over him to safety. That's what he uses his body and powers for. They're just tools to save your life. It's like Batman's batarangs. The powers, everyone says he's OP, but it's like the powers are there to save you, not hurt people, because he was raised that way. And that's what makes him so good. That's why Lex can't understand him.
Because he's
why
a Superman.
Darkseid can't understand him. They're like, if I had your powers, I would have taken over the universe. Superman's like, no, I can't do that. He's like Goku. He is like
Sounds
Goku.
Gay.
Is Goku gay?
Could be.
See, we can't answer that one. We're speechless now. Superman is Goku. Well, gay in the context of lame, not gay as in like someone who's actively homosexual.
I mean, but I don't see Goku saving.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Goku don't save people. He fights people.
He does. He saves the whole world and wishes them back when they get destroyed.
How?
How
do he do it?
By collecting the Dragon Balls and wishing for the
By fighting motherfuckers. That's how he did it.
I will say, Lawrence, Goku does kill people.
Goku?
Hell yeah, he does.
Only when he's pushed.
Only when he's pushed. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice to have that moral ambiguity?
Only when he feels he has to, and it's always like they push him to that point. He lets you live if you just be good, but if you don't want to, then hey,
you just be good.
All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. I only have two more things to touch on here, Jonathan, and then we can jump into your thoughts and some trailers here.
Okay.
So they did announce Street Fighter 6, which, I know a lot of people won't be excited about that, but I've always liked the Street Fighter games. But here's the thing with them. It's like, I'm not an online guy when it comes to Street Fighter. I don't like to get online and fight people and get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
I just like to play. I just like to play through the stories of each of the characters.
Yeah.
Because I've always liked the stories and I've always liked the lore. So, but
pants on Chun-Li.
And the last thing I'm going to comment on, which I know Jonathan knows I'm going to mention this, is
Guile is back in Street Fighter, by the way.
He is back. Guile is back. I didn't know he went away, but he's back.
Wait, he went away?
Apparently.
What?
I checked out about 4 Street Fighters ago, so
yeah, me too. I stopped.
So the last thing is, of course, The Last of Us Part 1 remake.
Remake?
This is my notes on this. I was like, The Last of Us Part 1 remake, ! The fuck? !
I mean, why do they remastered it already and put it on?
Yeah, it's not even like they showed the side by side. It's like there's hardly like an improvement. Like why is this a thing?
I have a theory that they're going to do something to change the fucking story to make it tie into The Last of Us 2 like more fitting. Since everyone was so upset.
Is that in quotations? Fitting? Yeah.
Well, a friend of mine once told me you only do quotations to make something sexual, so I was trying to avoid that. But
The fuck?
Sexual.
What he says is like if you can say almost anything and then add quotation marks after the end when you say it, and it makes it sexual.
Oh wow.
It makes it sarcastic.
So I'm gonna see, like, well, I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna go watch The Last of Us 2.
Not buying it.
I don't know. It kind of works for me. It makes me question. I'll be like, wait a minute, is that what he's really gonna do? Is he gonna go jack off?
Is it sarcastic or is it sexual? It's hard to say.
But no, like I don't understand. Why do we need a remake? Why?
It's too soon.
I've seen a lot of folks online like, what is this? Why is this? Why now? Like remaster it another 5 years. It's weird timing for that.
How about you stop wasting your time working on that shit and just go ahead and start working on the third game?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless there was another studio doing it, I don't know.
Jonathan, whatever happened to Mass Effect?
What about it?
Why did it just disappear off the face of the earth? It was a good series, and like it just ended.
They're having to make another one.
What they are?
Andromeda Part 2.
Is that true?
I hope not. I know they're working on another one.
Is this confirmed?
They haven't named it or anything like that. They BioWare has said they are. I don't trust any fucking thing from BioWare until they prove themselves after fucking Anthem. So
I'll say this though, nothing I saw on Summer Gamefest really got me super excited just because other than that Ninja Turtles and Flashback.
Nothing got your dick hard. Like.
Yeah, because like I mean, I'm an RPG guy and there was nothing really super RPG announced, so I was really hoping for some Final Fantasy news that we didn't get.
Ben Grimm, speaking of Dead Space, there's a spiritual successor to Dead Space coming out, and I think it's the Callisto Protocol, I think is the name of it.
Yeah,
it's basically Dead Space again. I don't really like horror games, but Dead Space is pretty good.
I'm the weird guy that didn't care for the Dead Space games, but they said I should give them another chance because I tried the first one and it was just too fucking slow.
It is. I mean, yeah, it was like a proof of concept almost, but it was pretty good.
Here's how I describe Dead Space to people. Here's Dead Space in a nutshell. You walk through a couple hallways, you enter a room, you fight a whole bunch of shit. Then you walk through another bunch of hallways. It's quiet, so you're waiting for something to attack you. Then you finally get to another room where you fight a whole bunch of shit, maybe a boss this time.
Now, if the others on this here podcast don't know, in Dead Space, the real difference is the limbs were the weak point of the enemies. So your whole mentality with every other shooter is shoot them in the head.
Me too, Ben. Me too. I like Dino Crisis.
So the whole thing was shoot their limbs. You had to cut their limbs off. That was their weak points. So that took some getting used to. And you couldn't really move very fast when you're aiming. So
no, that's what drove me crazy about it.
You were very slow when you were moving. So so you're sitting there trying to aim. Whatever. But 2 was a masterpiece as far as those games go.
What do we have, Jonathan? What's going to be the good stuff to come out of Summerfest, in your opinion?
Of course, the big name is Starfield. That was the biggest one because they showed gameplay, and they had originally built it as Skyrim in space, and that's what it is. I mean, it's 100% like a sci-fi Skyrim. They got like 1,000 planets you can land on. You can explore them.
Is there like a quick gameplay trailer I can?
I got one on there for Dead Space. Not Dead Space. Starfield. Dead Space is scary as shit. A lot of jump scares in that game.
Yes, Dead Space is scary.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna load this one up real quick. Now I'll play a couple minutes of it because I'm curious. Is this going to be Xbox exclusive?
Yes.
Shit.
Yep. Womp, womp, womp.
Well, I mean, PC, like no PC.
I don't know. Probably.
You know, really, we shouldn't call them Xbox exclusives. It's like Microsoft exclusive is what would be the better.
Yeah, well, some of them are console only. Some PC. I have not tried Elden Ring. I heard. I
will not be trying Elden Ring because I refuse to break things because I will break
Yeah,
things.
that's
It's
exactly
the hardest
why.
games I ever played. No matter how good I get, I still get killed by like a horse or something. It's so
The
stupid.
horse.
They're just standing, like, you think, like,
By
yeah,
arch enemy,
good
the
job.
horse.
Yeah, you've been through like hell and back, and like a horse thing just walking around just stomps on you. And you're like,
I've
what?
seen enough. I've
Yeah.
seen enough gameplay to know that's not a game for me.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna load up this video of Starfield real quick and see what we got here.
Like, what's taking you so long?
Yeah, what's taking you so long?
Y'all hear the audio?
Is this the game where you can like explore planets and shit?
Yes. Well, one
It's
of
a
them.
rip off of Star Citizen. It's gonna be the same thing.
There we go. It is not a rip off of Star Citizen. Jesus
I'm gonna
fucking
jump around here once we get past the initial.
You kind of skipped the first part here, the first couple seconds. Here. A lot of flavor. There you go.
It's beautiful.
Man, this will be a fun game now.
So 23:30.
We can read, Greg.
Not far off.
Watch your damn mouth, Lawrence.
Hey.
Here we go. Here's some gameplay.
Hey, there you are.
Oh, listen to the sound
Yeah,
of that game.
there it is, guys.
So we got a shooter type game here.
Shooter in the building.
It already reminds me of what's that game that
Ooh.
shit, I can't think of the name of it right now.
The
The online like Call of Duty type game where you're like working for the government. I forget what it is. The government's like falling and shit.
Not Crisis.
No idea.
Not Crisis. Shit, I can't think of it right now.
You're gonna pay for that.
So the actual flying around.
So they touch on that later in the trailer.
Oh, you can hover.
Yep.
After some initial encounters, you're invited.
I don't trust you, Todd Howard.
You're gonna do a liar.
Forever.
Siphon filter.
Siphon.
That gives you a look at the story of the Starfield. Ultimately, it's
Siphon
not our
filter,
story.
We
It's
always
the story you
said
create by
Siphon.
who you are,
Here we go.
Not we, you.
So it looks like you got you can
there's
customize
loads
your
of
ship,
different
which is really
modules,
cool.
ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this.
This guy's always talking out his ass. You said the same thing about No Man's Sky.
It's not just how the ship
That's not the
looks,
same
how
fucking
it's
guy.
performed, from
Are you
engines
sure?
to shields to weapon systems.
Oh my
Because, yes,
god. That's Hello
look-
Games. That's
they
No
look-
Man's Sky. This is fucking
I just want to fly around in my spaceship all the
Yeah, I
time.
know the spaceship stuff. I'm intrigued by
You
that.
can buy a
They
space
show some of that
simulator.
too.
I like this. So you can. So
Oh,
you
that's
actually
nice.
have to like fly through orbit and stuff to land on the planets, or is it like the kind of thing where you get within vicinity and then it just loads?
Yes, that second one. You don't have to
Oh,
land.
space battle. And Greg, you can buy a Starship simulator. You can like pilot.
Did you say this game's only for Xbox?
I did.
Oh yeah, well I don't give a fuck then.
But it's at the Microsoft conference, so I don't know what else you want.
It does look good though. I'll say that.
Looks
So,
cool, but
like,
I'll
all-
never play it. So
All those ships.
Never say never.
You can invade. Like you can take over those ships. You don't have to destroy them.
All right, so I'll say this: it looks really cool. What I saw was very impressive.
So, on to another article. Hideo Kojima announced a new game partnership with Microsoft on a
Fucking traitor. Oh,
so
sorry.
so far unannounced game. Like Microsoft went into their fucking wallet for some shit, and it's finally paying off.
So is it going to be like? Isn't he still partnered with Sony though? So like, how's that going to work?
So I mean, he's not exclusive. Like
Oh, okay.
he
So-
can do a game with Microsoft and
Gotcha,
games with
gotcha.
Sony. You know what I'm saying? So those particular properties will be exclusive to whoever.
Well, actually, that's good news because that means now, whenever Hideo Kojima puts out a game, it will be for all the systems and not just, PlayStation exclusive.
So I mean, I believe that the ones he does for PlayStation will be for PlayStation, and the ones he does for Xbox will be for Xbox. So I don't know the fine print, obviously, but
Just make everything available for everything. Stop
yeah,
fucking.
would be nice.
I just want more siphon filter, okay?
Hey, that's like one of my most all-time favorite games, though. That game is awesome.
They were gonna make a movie with Keanu Reeves playing as is the main character's name Siphon or Siphon or what? I was so okay. Never mind.
You just killed Jonathan.
Jonathan, do you have the latest and greatest Xbox? I don't even know what it's called.
I do. Series X.
Did you backdoor it through your store?
No. I cannot, or I will be immediately fired. They made that perfectly clear.
Greg made the face that there's ways around that.
Oh, I'm sure there are, but
I just want you to let Jonathan talk more about this fucking game and stop going off the rails here with siphon filter and fucking stealing and.
So more with Bethesda. Todd Howard in the extended version of the showcase basically confirmed Fallout 5 will be after Elder Scrolls 6. So that's how their pipeline is. They're gonna ship Starfield, then it's Elder Scrolls 6, then Fallout 5. So you're looking at Fallout 5 probably not being until the 2030s.
So is ES6 gonna be like exclusive? Because the Microsoft owns Bethesda now, right?
Yes, they own ZeniMax, who owns Bethesda.
So I mean that means it'll be exclusive to Microsoft and
yes.
So that's a blow to Sony, man. Not having no ES on.
And here's
Sony.
the thing: is they're going to come out with you have Game Pass. All these first party things are coming out day one for Game Pass. So you don't have to pay the $60 or $70 as some games are costing now.
Yep.
Yeah, Game Pass is worth it, bro.
Well, at least we got The Last of Us Part 1 remake coming.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to fucking buy an Xbox.
Yeah. Just buy all the systems. Just buy all of them.
Just buy all of them.
Yeah, you can afford it, Dustin.
Yeah,
I know.
Just buy
I can.
Strikers. The new Nintendo.
I'll ask my baby mama. She's got all the money, so.
I'm just glad I got a good PC, so I can.
Greg, look at what Ben Grimm said.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think I've seen a little bit on it.
I saw that, and it looked like what a licensed game normally looks like, but it's looked like it'd be all right.
Can you actually cut people's faces off and sew them to yours? Does it actually show that? Because
that is a Lawrence question. If I ever fucking heard it.
You know what the problem with horror games is? Like when they try to make one with Michael Myers or Jason or something. It's not even that. It's they're afraid to make them correctly. Like they want all the horror and the gore, but they don't want to, make the game how it should be.
Most of them just like multiplayer games where you're either the bad guy or you're the running from them trying to not get killed.
Dead by Daylight. Yeah.
Well, in the Texas Chainsaw game, I want there to be a mode where you can soup up your own face. Like you cut people's faces, and you can either create new faces.
Lawrence wants to do what he does in real life.
So
another announcement from the Microsoft Bethesda conference was that Riot Games will be on Game Pass, which if you don't know who Riot is, they do League of Legends. Maybe you've heard of that game.
Oh, Lord.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. League of
So-
Legends, Valorant, all those games, all those are coming to Game Pass also.
So
Nice.
tell us about Wolong. What is this? Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
All they really say is the bug attacked me. I saw it live.
Welcome to
um,
Mississippi.
Yeah. It's I'm not entirely sure what kind of game it's supposed to be, but it takes place during the Three Kingdoms kind of dynasty era of China. And I believe we have a trailer for that. It's actually pretty short.
All right, let me
It's all CGI though. It's not any
all
kind of gameplay.
CGI.
Well, Greg, Ben wanted you to look up that trailer for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Can you do that for us?
I will. I plan to actually.
Maybe worth a look.
Let me ask you something, Jonathan. Anything on new
Yep.
Sid Meier's Civ games? Like, I know the last one was 6. Is there a 7 in the
Well,
works?
Civ, no. But there was some.
I've seen that cat game.
Yeah, I saw that too. They look pretty interesting. That's one of those artsy games I talk about. God damn it! There's so many
Artsy.
all these fucking artsy games, man. Man, I fucking hate them. And like, I want to like them because a lot of indie guys are out there, doing their thing, working hard on these games. And man, I just want nothing to do with their games. I
You want to like them, but you want nothing to do with them at the same time.
Yeah, it's like, man, good for you getting out there and putting in the effort, putting in the work. It's like, but man, fuck your game.
Well, one of the comments on this is Dynasty Warriors plus Nio. So let's play this and see what it's all about.
Yeah, that's kind of
Plus
the flavor
Nio?
I was getting.
Full screen it, Greg.
I plan to. Calm down.
You're in theater mode, I think.
I don't know why the playback is so choppy. Blech.
Oh, this looks good.
You know me. That's my.
That's your people.
Team Ninja.
That's my type of era. So this is already looking like some Onimusha type stuff.
That reminds me of Soul Calibur.
Damn, that was a fast transformation.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's a piercing
this-
shriek, in case y'all didn't.
Yeah,
This looks so
Take that
good.
caption for the hearing impaired.
And that dragon?
Oh, you cannot hurt the dragon.
Chinese style dragon, sir.
Yes,
I
it's
do-
a like Chinese style. Tired of Japanese
right.
style.
Oh, I jumped before the end.
That's fine. You missed
It
that.
just shows some big badass guy on a horse. All right. So what about that one, Jonathan? Is that something you're interested in?
I mean, I might be see where it goes. If it's like a button mashing brawler, kind of like Dynasty Warriors or something, I'd be down for that. Or something with a little more meat on them bones. I'd be all right with that.
I like
So
a good button matching game.
So next up
Yeah.
here on the trailers you shared to me is called Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn.
Yeah, Flintlock. A lot of people where I don't know if I would put it against God of War. People were saying that's kind of the combat.
I was going to say,
technique.
comparing any game to God of War is heavy fucking
Oh,
shoes.
that's
to
a
fill.
risky business for sure, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great game. I mean, I haven't even played it, but I fucking know that.
You've never played? Oh yeah, you're an Xbox guy.
Xbox. So,
Cream in your panties.
yeah.
You wouldn't know what to do with that game.
I mean, I've played God of War before.
Oh man, this
Old
last trailer you shared, I cannot wait to announce it. We'll get
Yes,
to it.
I thought of that during the show. And I
I'm
forgot
sure you
that
did.
I forgot that I saw it, and I said I have to put this one in there, even though I know it's a game you probably won't play because of.
They need to bring back the Manhunt games. Remember those back in the day?
Hey, you going more like horror shit?
I
You play
I
anything
love
else?
a good horror game, but I don't like a crap horror game. I'll say that.
The Manhunts were crap to you?
Lawrence, you're
never-
crap to me, okay?
I never played any of the Manhunt games.
The Manhunt games will keep you up at night. Talk
I
about
reckon-
scary.
I'm
sure.
I mean, I've played some scary games like Alan Wake. Alan Wake was fucking scary.
What's it called? Island Wait.
Alan Wake. This guy's name, the titular character.
Here we go. Trailer for Flint Talk.
I'll look it up.
Full screen it.
Full screen.
God damn, will you give me a fucking second?
I knew it was coming.
I was clicking it as he was saying it.
I'm intact.
This is a process, man.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
This already looks good.
I like
Yeah,
the
it does.
scenery.
She got an X.
All right, everyone stop talking so I can hear the trailer.
Kratos will kick her fucking ass, so I'm gonna say that.
There you go.
God, I mean,
Look,
This isn't
Kratos
Kratos.
took out all of the Greek gods, and now he's working his way through the Norse gods. Okay.
full OP, okay?
It's
Full
her
OP.
turn to shine. Let her have her moment. It's not about men this time.
That was pretty cool. Little
Actually,
skeleton
after this trailer, I want to ask y'all a question. Me and a friend of mine had a discussion tonight about Kratos.
After
Or at
this
least he was
trailer, you're
telling me
playing the
about an argument his friend
Chainsaw
had.
Massacre trailer.
We're gonna get to Texas Chainsaw Massacre after we watch Jonathan shit, Lawrence. Okay?
Don't call it shit. That's not nice.
Well,
it's not
I didn't mean
nice,
shit
dude.
in the sense of it being shit. You know, I meant like, you know.
No, we don't know.
Why is she getting attacked by chocobos?
It's probably sexist
hard
like
out here
you,
in the
Greg.
streets. Those are street chocobos.
The gameplay looks sick already, man.
Oh, spiders. No, thank
Is
you.
this the Xbox exclusive too?
Yes.
Oh well.
Look, you
Yeah.
got God of War 2 coming soon, all right? So just
Yeah.
chill out.
We
Full
fine.
block the Siege of Dawn.
Siege of Dawn. So that was interesting.
Early 2023.
Yeah, everything that they had at the Xbox Bethesda all comes out within the next 12 months.
Oh yeah, they're making sure they're gonna be like, hey, guess what? We have Bethesda, and we're gonna show you some shit.
We got all the shit.
Remember Blizzard was a
Did
big
they
thing
give a
that they
middle
had
finger
harassing
to
people.
Sony at the end of Fallout?
It sure feels that way. Diablo 4 is supposed to be coming to Xbox also. So.
Now the thumbnail for
Bring
this
it
one
out,
intrigues me already. It's called Atomic Heart.
Oh yeah, hooked that one up. And this one was for me to really get at Greg, because I know how afraid he is of AI stuff.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out. I ain't gonna lie.
So this one's gonna get at you.
Does it, Greg?
Well, it freaks me out and turns me on both because you know
Little-
I'm very upset that we're probably not going to get the fuck bots in my lifetime, or at least by the time we do get them, I'm going to be too old to use them. So
Oh,
I mean, it is
Yeah.
what it is, I guess.
it's a disappointing.
It's a disappointing life.
Yes.
Mama. He's gonna miss the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Tell him we played it when he comes back.
Ben's a trooper. He'll watch the show all the way through. I know it.
Yeah, it's a good guy. It's a good fucking guy.
All right, here we go. If I can get my shit together here, we'll share
Yeah,
this.
get your shit together. Make sure to
Share the audio.
Make sure you
No.
full screen it.
there you go.
Full screen it, Greg.
Hey, let's go everybody help.
Jesus, man. There's a time between where I got to click play and move over to the full screen, okay?
Control robots with your mind.
Don't worry, honey. I'm okay. The procedure went well.
What kind of Matrix shit they
Today
got going
it's
on
just
here?
It's another
it's
fucking
your
Xbox game.
intention to become
Oh yeah, this creeps me out already. Just that robot alone creeps me out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a man in the facility. He's armed, and he's equipped with an experimental polymer glove. We have no chance.
You want a horror game, Lawrence? This is your fucking horror
become a
game right
part
here.
of the collective and acquire true superpowers.
Hey, soldier, wake up. You okay?
I'm okay.
See, this is the problem with games like this, is they show me so many robots and AIs, then I start to question who's a real person or not. Oh, that's so
this
creepy. I
looks
don't like
so
it.
creepy.
I do not
This
like
is
it.
nice. What is this?
Arriving shortly at your destination with an ETA of 11:47.
The game intrigues me though. It's like BioShock kind of.
Mm-hmm. That's
Or with
exactly the
AIs.
vibe I got
It
from it.
reminds me of It's got that creepy, nostalgic vibe. Oh,
It's true, man. It's true.
We've got 30 seconds. Let's go.
30 seconds to what?
And then it's total yap his dad, son. That's what.
Oh
oh, that's so weird.
no. Oh man, see that? I don't like this.
That was Greg as a robot.
Is this an Xbox game too?
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, it's like iRobot.
Greg, see, you convinced me to buy a damn PlayStation. Now they got all this kind of cool shit coming out.
Well, you already
Well,
know they're
Xbox
just going to
is
try to make
sleeping
something
lately.
as a carbon copy on fucking the other system. That's what they do.
who's behind this.
See, the eyeballs with legs don't freak me out. It's the human-looking shit.
They're jumping into the humans and taking them over.
This is gonna be a good game, dude.
This game looks fun.
I don't even know who to believe anymore.
I don't know why everything has to be first person though.
You've got 2 days. Son.
Well, Flintlock wasn't. That Atomic Heart.
Yeah, you called it, Jonathan. Those robots creep me out.
2022.
202?
Please be
Oh,
two.
they're adding another
Please
two.
be two. That's a two. It's a two. It's a two.
Could be a two.
That's
Could be
a
a
two.
two.
That's gonna be a,
Oh, that's a three.
It's
no,
That's
no,
a three.
that's it. Oh, no,
Yes!
Why would they tease that? Like, what is it come out?
You never know, man. You never know.
Because they wanted us to do what we just did.
it's gonna be in one of the Burma.
Sir Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm said you'd still fuck a robot.
As long as it doesn't look creepy.
He was talking about that the chick robot that was creepy.
No, I'm not fucking that robot. That
Would you let
robot's
her fuck
fucking
you?
me.
I mean, you know, they do have those fuck robots that like do have AI in them.
They're not real enough. I need
They're
it
not
to
real
be.
Not,
Give it a
not
couple
there
of
yet.
years.
Not there
Give it a
yet.
couple of years.
I need to be able to take my bad day out on it.
And you said I'm the
I
serial
don't-
killer. and
I don't
it's
like
Greg.
that.
I don't want to dig into that anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Just stop it right here.
Show the damn Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer.
Yeah,
We got
please. Why are
one
you
more.
avoiding that? What?
Greg, real quick, did you like Persona?
Yeah, I love Persona, but here's the thing with Persona. I've been playing Persona 5 for fucking probably over a year or more now. The games are just so long, and like they require a lot of dedication, and when you don't have a lot of time, it's hard to play them. So like if I decide I'm going to play some more Persona, I always know I'm going to have fun, but I have to decide beforehand, how much time do I have?
Well, they are no longer exclusive. They are,
Oh, that's good. I'm actually happy about that. That they
are coming to Game Pass also.
good, man.
Good.
Because they were already on PC anyway, so why not?
Yeah. So some other mentions before we go to this last one. Arc 2, they showed that that's going to be on Game Pass day one also. A new RTS called Aura, which they didn't show any gameplay of, was actually real.
All
hard
they had to
tell.
say to hook you was RTS.
Yeah, I'm like, really? I like the new one. Real time strategy.
You still haven't let me borrow Halo Wars, by the way. I know you're not playing it anymore, okay?
It's on Game Pass, man. Just get it.
Just get it.
Game Pass,
Just
bruh.
Just get it.
Let's see what else. There was a game by the creators of Rick and Morty called High on Life. Which look up that trailer because it's fucking wild. But
Is that the one where I saw like people turning into fucking cartoons and shit?
this one was the guns like talk to you and shit.
Oh no,
Like-
I didn't see that one then.
Yeah, it's like and they do all kinds of wild stuff. Like it's something else. But there was another game called Scorn, which was very horror driven. It was like very not so much horror as it is very gory and just like everything's fucking nasty. Everything's just like
So
straight
it's
up-
how the movies, the games with Michael Myers and Freddy and all these people should be.
I guess. Like everything, like even the backgrounds, everything's just fucking nasty looking.
Why hasn't there been a Freddy game, by the way?
I don't know.
That would be a cool concept because since he can only hurt people by entering their dreams, you can make it to where like you're in some type of like a sandbox situation to where to progress through the game and do different like things, you have to jump into certain people's dreams and shit.
Would it be like Peeping Tom, like you're looking through everybody's window? Are they asleep yet? Are they asleep
Something
yet?
like that.
Well,
Yeah.
Greg, there should be a victims mode and there should be a killer mode. Like you either play as
Yeah, they
Freddy or you
have
play as
that.
one of the victims.
They have that for every horror villain there is now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jason games are like that. The Friday the 13th.
I remember the Freddy NES game, Ben.
Let's see what else
these
they
are
have.
NES.
Oh, I didn't even talk
What is
about
DVD?
Redfall. I forgot about Redfall.
For the NES game. Oh, Dead by Daylight? I don't know. He's not talking.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm talking about, Ben. Like they always throw them in like a game that's already got like a play style, like not their own dedicated game.
That's definitely a Jason-centric game. Not so much Freddy.
But I guess that kind of works for those type of games because they're all stalkers anyway. So.
Yeah, like they move slow, but they're always where you don't want them to be.
What was you talking about, Jonathan? You mentioned a game and then you got cut off.
Redfall, which was also Bethesda, another studio, but within Bethesda. It's a little deeper. What's the name of that game? Hold. Left 4 Dead. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
It's like a deeper Left 4 Dead, but they're vampires, and they're like they can fly and all kinds of shit. They showed some gameplay of that, but it didn't look great. Like I feel like they got some more to do on that, but it's supposed to come out next year. But it has been delayed. So there was also Warhammer 40K Dark Tide.
I did see the trailer for that one.
I want to play that because I played Vermintide.
It looked pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, it looked really good. Grounded, which is one of Obsidian's games. It's like a survival kind of thing. You play kids from the 90s, yeah. And you get shrunk down in the yard, and it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Where the fuck is my next Dragon Age game?
They're making it right now.
They're taking too damn long.
Well, so the same thing with Mass Effect. They're in the same boat, you know.
Lawrence, I ain't gonna say it again. Nobody cares about Mass Effect. Okay, so
I want to play that Shrunk the Kids game though. That sounds kind of fun.
It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I tried it. I downloaded it on Steam, and then I ended up getting a refund on it.
Why? Your daughter would like that game, Greg. It's co-op.
This is why is because like I love survival type games like that. They're kind of my thing, but like I don't know if it was just still kind of probably shouldn't have been released yet whenever I played it or whatever, but it just didn't take to me. And
it's been in game preview for like a year and a half.
It's one of those games. This is what I took from it and why I ended up returning is because it is only going to be fun if you got somebody to play it with. If you're playing that shit by yourself, it's just not fun
meant to play with 3 other people.
It's a couch co-op for sure.
It is. I mean, it's a lot of fun with other people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with other people, I guarantee it'd be a blast.
That have all these friends to play games.
Well, no, because my friend Anthony, he plays it with his daughter. Him and his daughter will play it, and they have a good time on it. It's one of those like.
Well, you know what, Jonathan? I don't have that many gaming friends. Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm still playing with the crew we used to play with, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you guys all play Xbox. So.
Well, don't worry, Dustin. We're gonna team up on WWE real soon. Okay.
Yeah. You know what else I've been playing?
Ray, can you start recording your matches?
Like Rocket League.
Rocket League?
Rocket League, yeah, I play Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Hey, Rocket League is a cross-platform, so you can play that with everybody.
My brother got me on that shit. He's like, man, we gotta play this game so we can get. He wants to like go pro and shit. I'm like, I don't know, dude.
I'm not going pro.
I mean, I'm just saying, Rust is cross-platform, but nobody wants to fucking play it.
It's just, man. You know what? If it came to Game Pass, I'd pick it up immediately. I just can't buy it, man. Man, I ain't bought a game in so long.
I might actually buy Rust though, and I got a little bit of money right now, so maybe I'll buy. Is it still $40?
I don't know. I got it when it was on sale. I don't know how much it is now.
If it's not $70, I might actually buy it.
It ain't gonna be 70. It might be $10 more than 40, like 50.
$10 more than 40. Why would you say it like that?
I don't know. All right, Jonathan.
Rick's
Look,
not good.
I've been wanting to say I want to show that trailer for Freddy, but I want to say this even more than that. So, the last trailer you sent me is
Yes.
something that definitely is going to hit home with me because of my love for it. It is a new Lord of the Rings game. It's called the Lord of the Rings. Now I'm not going to say this title correctly because I want to say it the way I want to say it. You know this.
I know how it's coming.
It's the Lord of the Rings. Return to the Mines of Moria.
The Mines of Moria.
But it's just
Let's see
Lord of the
it.
Rings Return to Moria. I actually want to watch this trailer for this one.
It's
I don't think...
it's a survival. So if you like survival games, then
Ooh, yeah. And it looks
Okay.
like this
We're
one is
just
going to be
talking about
a multiple system too, not just exclusive. So
yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
so so we can actually play this one, Dustin.
It was not at that. I think it's PC actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh well, Dustin's out because he's too he's too cheap and won't buy a PC. But
Wah, 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 wah.
he wants to buy a fucking MacBook instead for some reason.
MacBook.
I might not do that
Godforsaken
now.
reason.
Nobody's ever heard of a MacBook gamer.
Go Aces.
All right, here we go. Lord of the Rings: Return to the Mines of Moria.
We could go to the Mines of Moria.
Make sure you full screen it.
This fire gone cold
You know, miss a one.
under the mountain of Durin's folk.
They already got that good voice
Hell
narrating
yeah.
it for us.
I took our treasured halls.
Yes.
So survival, Lord of the Rings. Huh?
Yep, there's gameplay footage.
Now it calls us back.
That's only 1 minute long.
Khazad-dûm.
Yeah. Dwarves, baby.
Oh yeah.
The best race in that game is the dwarf.
Doom Blake makes his return.
It's back. What are dwarves good at? Crafting.
What can't the dwarves do?
I get some off the top shelf.
The hobbits
yeah,
are fucking
drinking.
lazy, good for
Oh, yeah.
nothing
Speak,
slackers.
friend, and enter.
Spring 2023. So I got a little bit of a wait.
Not too bad.
Remember the hobbits ate second breakfast?
Yeah, one breakfast.
Actually,
What about second breakfast?
they
What's
stole
up for
that shit from
breakfast?
Filipinos because I'm gonna tell you why. Because in the Philippines, they apparently eat 7 meals a day.
Okay,
So
what's wrong with
I'll get up and I'll have my coffee and we'll eat breakfast, and then I
It's 12
swear
calories in each
not
meal.
2 hours later they're already asking me. They're like, "So what do you want to eat?" I'm like, "I just ate breakfast. I'm not hungry."
that? It's because it.
Like,
Man,
always
that's
trying
how
to
it
shove
is
some food
in
down
the
your
country.
throat.
That's how it is in the country. Life is slow, man. As soon as you eat, that's what we eat next.
Same thing with the hobbits. Life is slow.
Yeah.
They just smoke pipes.
Slow,
and
baby.
Second breakfast.
Good life.
Time for
But
second
before we move on, I want to touch on Capcom. They had a
Okay.
Resident Evil 4 remaster was announced.
Mm.
Nice. Bring
So,
back Leon.
They're milking that game to the end, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
the best one of the bunch, I think. That and 2.
And what I really wanted to hear from Capcom was Monster Hunter World 2. That's what
I did see you
really
mention
wanted
that
to
on
hear.
Twitter.
and I was really pissed they didn't. But I guess they're not done messing with Monster Hunter Rise, which the next expansion for that, Monster Hunter Sunbreak, is coming out.
Well,
And-
I did see that they announced that Final Fantasy 16 is delayed.
Yeah.
And the bad news about that is it uses the same engine that I think no, it doesn't use the same engine, but I think they were trying to finish that before they finished Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. Remake Part 2. But I also heard rumors saying that the reason it's been delayed is because they're trying to push out Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 before it, because it's obviously the one that everyone wants.
Yeah,
So is it like an extension of the story?
What?
Final Fantasy 7?
Part 2, of course. Yeah, you got it.
Like it's a remake. It's not even it's not like a remaster. It's a remake.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, you played Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Yeah.
didn't
I
you?
didn't finish it, though.
You didn't finish it?
No, because I got a PlayStation 5 afterwards, and I didn't get the disc version.
So go through it again. That game was great.
I got to get my PlayStation 4 back.
Oh my god. No, you don't. Just start the game over.
I don't have a disc PS5.
Just buy the motherfucker then.
I already bought it.
Oh my god. Anyway, here we go. Texas Chainsaw Massacre gameplay coming up.
Roll them.
Let's see. Minute 26
There you
seconds.
go, Lawrence.
What's up with this weird fucking pause button? It's freaking me out, man.
Pause.
Doesn't freak me out more than that fucking robot game you made me buy.
And that was just for you, buddy.
Make sure you full screen it.
I already had it full screen before you said it with your fucking
based on
repetitive jokes.
Oh, that's
Oh, chops.
Oh,
Chopped her.
oh, they're going baght to the originals. The
slice.
70s
If Matthew McConaughey's not in this version, I don't want it.
All right.
You know what? I'm with you there.
That's my favorite version of that movie, man.
I
that's
really
Next
like
Generations. Oh, dude, this is gonna be good. Oh, what? Oh, nice.
Oh God! Right in the
Beats off to the
gut.
Why didn't you back
Damn.
up?
That'd be better if it was Matthew McConaughey though.
Oh.
Exactly.
These are all the guys from the original.
There you go. Could have been a little more subtle, but all right.
So do you play as him or do you play as her? I actually like the way this looks. Coming 2023. Okay.
Oh, you play as both.
It's probably just like the other horror games where you just
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
get put in a team where you're either Jason or you're the victims.
You probably got to do stuff to actually unlock the door or some shit.
It looked
to
fun
get
though.
out.
I'll say that.
Oh yeah. Anytime you get to put a chainsaw through somebody, that's fun.
So Ben, tell everybody we deliver. We played the trailer.
Play the trailer.
Since you're the only person in our chat now, other than Chief Queef, I don't know if they left.
Which is a great name.
It is.
Chief
They're
Queen.
not,
Chief
they're not the original
88.
Chief Queef though. That's Chief Queef number 88.
Nah,
So I don't know if they're
It's 88
cloned
version.
or.
There's 87 other Chief
There's
Queefs.
like 87 other Chief Chiefs.
If it was the 70s version, would it still have hair on it?
Van Grimm said, "Thank you."
The world.
that's what that
never
means.
know.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all I
If
got.
no one has anything
guys.
else, that's all we got. So until next time.
No.
No.
Yep.
God, slow down, Lawrence. Goddamn
Jeez.
shit.
Jesus. I wasn't even paying attention. What's happening?
All right, guys. Well, we're fucking done. So until next time.
What do you got? What do you got coming up on your podcast?
I got
Yeah, Jonathan. I'm not gonna skip you this week, man.
yeah, Unsolicited Laughter released a new episode today, episode 6. So go
So
listen
was this the episode you told me about that
Bon
you
voyage,
had
man.
some issues?
It was I said it was not our best work.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That means it's gonna be great.
It's not, man.
Yeah.
We had not done it for a while, and we got on there. And we were like,
No.
how do we podcast again? How does the intro go? Like, God damn it. Anyway, so it was chunky, but we got it out there.
That's
So
how we
go
like it,
ahead.
Chunky.
Is it weird that you describing it like that just makes me want to listen that much?
Yeah, now we want to watch it. That's the one you gotta watch it the fuck up.
It's like it's like a train wreck. You can't turn away. He's gotta watch it unfold.
Well, me and Dustin will have another episode of Keeping It Kayfabe coming up this Thursday. And also, I'd like to announce that you can find it everywhere now. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you download podcasts, you can find it. But just make sure to search it out as the Keeping It Kayfabe podcast, because there is some other people out there, but we're better than them, and we know it.
There's like 15 other kayfabes. There's kayfabe classics, the kayfabe. There's a couple of them. I can't name them right now.
Keeping it kayfabe.
Well, Dustin's already out of here, and we're getting ready to
Yeah.
wrap it up anyway. So I will let you gentlemen close us out. So until next time.
Slack off.
Can you hear my voice?